Hey everybody, welcome to Sell Me a Movie, subcategory here on the Cavalier Studios YouTube channel, where what I do as a movie enthusiast is tell you guys my personal opinions on films that are either out on streaming or currently out in theaters right now. Now today, Angel Studios, the wonderful Angel Studios that I love to talk about, have provided me an opportunity to once again review a movie that is currently going to be coming out soon. Now, within the past year, we've been blessed with many different kinds of driven kid imaginary films, like Harold and the Purple Crayon and the heartfelt movie If. What if I told you that in 2024, last year, there was a film made and part of the Toronto Film Festival that is better than those two films and showcases a different side of how children can deal with negative or even grieving emotions. Today, of course, like I said, Angel Studios provided me the opportunity to bring you guys my early review for their film, Sketch.
You have to promise not to freak out.
I won't freak out. I won't.
This is the blood eater. It eats blood and pukes the blood back onto people.
Okay.
That's always kind of been her thing, right? Drawing?
All kids like to draw.
Yeah, but has she always been so...
Dark?
We felt a phone call wouldn't convey the...
Blood?
I don't care what people think of me.
Oh, well, you should. No.
I found this place in the woods. We dropped Amber's notebook in it. And now I'm worried that Amber's drawings might be...
What are you talking about?
Amber drew that?
She's working through some stuff.
Trouble on my left, trouble on my right. I've been facing trouble almost all my life. My sweet love, won't you put me through? Everywhere I look, I
You're not an evil person just because you drew some evil pictures.
Every part of that was horrifying.
I know.
Written and directed by Seth Worley, we're first introduced to two out of the three major family members of the film. The daughter, Amber Wyatt, being played by Bianca Bell, and Tony Hale, who is, as Fear from Inside Out 2, Arrested Development, and Forky from Toy Story 4, is playing Taylor Wyatt. Amber is in trouble sitting in the school's office alongside with her father, Taylor. We're shown some questionable artwork depicting Amber's bully, Bowman Lynch, played by Karen Cox, getting hurt. She describes her drawings in this notebook as an out box, something her father taught her to do as a coping mechanism instead of course, lashing out to people physically, which is a great way to display emotions. Of course, you have people who write music, you have people who draw, people who write screenplays, so there are different, obviously, elements that you can utilize besides physical harm. After this sequence comes to an end, and we're now seeing her brother, Jack, who's being played by Kieran Lawrence, in the forest, and eventually him tripping and falling on something which ends up with him dropping his phone in this blue hue-like lake. With his hand cut up from the fall, he grabs his phone from their blue lake, only to realize that the broken screen, which broke on the way down, ultimately is healed and fixed like brand new. And as the film slowly progresses, his hand also is fixed as well. However, Jack is now home, and we see all three family members having dinner, and we learn how Taylor is raising the kids, and again, Taylor's the father, is raising the kids on his own due to the passing of his wife. We're also shown that Taylor is trying to sell the family house with help from his realtor sister, Liz Wyatt, being played by Darcy Carden. As the story progresses, though, we see that Taylor is truly trying to keep everyone on the same page every day while being calm, collective, and honestly better than most parents would, especially during specific moments like seeing the type of disturbing images Amber has drawn, typical family arguments, selling the house because obviously that brings stress as well, and trying to, kind of help move on. So in this film, both and all three individuals are trying to go with grieving in their own way. The true gradual incline, though, of this film is when the kids accidentally drop Amber's drawing book into the blue lake, the same blue lake that healed her brother's hand and the phone, as Jack was attempting to dump their mother's ashes in an attempt to resurrect her, bring her back to life. Again, going back to the fact that everybody grieves differently. Once this happens, we're met with childlike imaginative creatures causing havoc all over town. And now, mind you, this is a very small town. It's at this point, it's up to Amber, Jack, and ironically, Amber's bully, Bowman, to stop them in a very creative way, which I won't go into too much detail, but it's something unique to this specific movie, which honestly makes a lot of sense. Though Sketch may seem like it's hashing some inspiration from other films, and though I used other films to describe it in the very beginning, trust me when I say that this film is 100% originality. So when going into this, go ahead and have your own thoughts to it, because as an audience, we provided a creative way into showing a child's response to grief, bullying, and overall depression. My expectation of this film has proven correct in so many ways. Seth Worley's comedic writing is perfectly written for what you'd expect from an 8 to 10-year-old child, but it's the children's overall performance in the film that makes the humor and sometimes dark humor shine the brightest and most funniest. The CGI monsters honestly are provided to us on a level that outperforms many major Hollywood films that have came out within the past few years, especially comic book related ones where of course there's a high expectation but it doesn't deliver. This film on the other hand delivers that and makes it so much more better, to the point where you don't need Hollywood blockbusters to have a fantastic film. The film's overall message, though, and relatability is best displayed throughout all three characters, and no matter how you grieve, your family will always be there to help you find the light. Sketch is the perfect family film for all ages, and I mean all ages, especially those who's had to use their artistic ability, going back to the fact that some people write, some people write music or draw, to overcome their own darkness. Poetry is another one, obviously. It's surely one that the whole family should see in theaters, and I would recommend grabbing them popcorn because it is such a fun family time. So again, I would highly recommend Sketch. You could purchase tickets in advance, obviously. So go support Angel Studios. And in the meantime, I will provide the Angel Studios link down below to where you guys can subscribe to their streaming service, which again, I cannot stress enough the fact that this is a great family platform and overall good quality films that you are getting. So again, click on the link, go see what works for you. Guild members obviously are able to watch movies in advance and vote on them to see which ones come out in theaters as well. So that's another high point that many production companies don't provide in their streaming service. So link in the description. Make sure you follow us on all social platforms. Leave a comment down below. When you guys do see this film, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions as well. And we'll see you guys next time for the next review.